What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday. It's Friday here. I hope you guys are all doing well. Looking at the markets right now, we do have S&P down to about 4,500 ES1, which is S&P futures. Bitcoin holding on barely at about 29K. We're gonna get a little into the charts later. Before this video, it's going to be mainly about my topic of how we could, or how I survive a bear market with a small bag. So that'll be the main topic for this video. I think it'll be useful for a lot of average investors because that was basically my journey. Had a small bag from 2019, learned TA a little bit more over the course of basically in the middle of the bull market, kind of, right? So before I begin, if you guys don't already have a Webull account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away free fractional shares, right? 6 to 12 shares. Terms and conditions apply, but if you open an account and deposit $100, you guys will get those free shares, and I will also get a referral bonus, so that supports the channel. Now I have used Webull before, and I like the exchange as a beginner exchange to trade both stocks and crypto. So I really liked how that works. Of course, with any exchange, I would not put I would not put too much money, more than what I could afford to lose, on any single exchange, given what we have seen happens with FTX, right? So I would spread my money around with different exchanges, even if it's the most trusted exchange, right? So now let's begin. So some context here is I started trading back in 2019 with a small bag. I initially got into Bitcoin. I thought it was a very interesting idea, right? So it wasn't like, I wasn't like all in on the market, but I had a couple of grand put into the market and see what happens. And I thought it was a very exciting market to be in, given just the amount of the community around it, the idea, right? Initially, right when I got into the market in 2019, I mean, 2019 wasn't exactly the best of the markets, right? Not if very long. Lost a pretty good chunk of my portfolio pretty quickly, right? And then kind of saw my portfolio just fluctuate a little bit in a certain spot. And then going into 2020, I learned more about TA, right? Through watching YouTubers. Definitely have been selective on who I was watching and making sense of what people are saying, especially for YouTubers who show charts, right? They give you their reasoning, but you also have to think about it yourself. Paid for a few TA courses, and that really helped as well, depending on who you learn from, right? So I thought that was it gave me a good edge going into the bull market, not knowing that it was, about the market cycles as much as I do now, right? So going into the bull market in late 2020, I still only had a small bag, right? Because I didn't know it was going to be a full-blown bull market. So, even though I had some decent profits in terms of percentages, because I had a small bag, it was like it didn't really come out to be like a significant amount of money, right? Not to the point where I don't have to worry about it, right? So for 2022, well, let's go back to 2020, 2021, right? So 2020, in that bull market, we basically had two waves of the bull market, right? What the first one was from like November to 2020 to May 2021, when it went from about 20K to like 60. And then the second wave of that market was basically from like August to November. So those two waves of the last bull markets. And going through that bull market, it was crazy, right? The first time going through a bull market, crypto bull markets, not knowing too much about it, about the market cycles, right? Otherwise definitely would have upped the size of my bag, right, for the markets, which I will learn this time around, knowing more of what to expect, just having gone through the entire thing and still alive, right? So I think this time's gonna be very exciting. That's what keeps the motivation going, right? So now I'm gonna talk about what to, at least my journey in how to keep alive during a bear market, or when price action is very slow. Now, I'm going to talk about it from my perspective because, I'm not a pro leverage trader or pro in like picking, um, altcoins that 50x, 100x. Even though I've seen YouTubers who've done that, I've been kind of on the sidelines with that, right? I just want to, because I want to develop my own strategies in doing this. And I don't want to rush into anything, right? So given that I'm not a pro leverage trader, or I'm not great at picking, altcoins that would basically retire you. So I'm gonna talk about, how I'm just keeping productive during these slow times in the markets. So in 2022 was the bear market. I've basically tried different entry points during the bear market, thinking that it would probably reverse at those points, not knowing that it was going to take forever to reverse. I mean, we're still in a reversal right now, but we've seen some pretty crazy shit happening in the markets that would still make you feel pretty uncertain. um so in 2022 I was keeping busy, making use of my free time and keeping afloat. I've done side gigs such as Uber, DoorDash, deliveries. Just knowing that going to the next bull market, it will be a lot easier, right? So just really building up the capital for that. And that's what keeps me motivated going into it, right? This is going to be a side gig, right? YouTube. This will be a great use of my free time. So this would be something I'll be doing more regularly of. And I've also you know uh went for a proprietary trading firm, FTMO. If some of you guys know, do give me a comment in the comments below. Let me know your experience if you guys have gone through an experience like that. So I have went for trying to get a funded account, which I did after a few tries. So basically it's like you pay a participation fee to try. So for FTMO it's two phases. The first phase is it's you have to make a certain percentage within a certain amount of time, um which I did. And then there's going to be a second phase where you have to make a lower percentage within a longer period of time comparing to phase one. that I did as well. So I did that during the bear markets, because I thought it was a pretty good idea. You pay a participation fee, you test, you get through the 2 phases, and I went for the 50 G's, 50 grand worth of account size, right? But thinking about it, it's basically a $5,000 account with a 10x leverage, right? So I was kind of on the fence. So I was kind of on the fence of signing up for KuCoin back in 2022. Otherwise, I would have taken advantage of the same almost the same strategy as I pass FTMO, right? But actually with real money instead of getting you know uh you know trading account money, right? That's probably something I would have done, that I probably should have done, right? Just not been on the fence with KuCoin, since I ended up signing up for KuCoin anyways, and I thought it was a great service, while I was still more active. But right now, it's like, as you guys know, KuCoin has implemented their US customers KYC. So basically, you can only get your positions off KuCoin, right? So that's definitely something I would have done differently, but uh, can't say too much about that, right? So right now, 2023, it's been a pretty boring market, right? We've had some sporadic moves in Bitcoin, which had had drove the markets for maybe a few drives up, a few short drives up, right? And if you guys were in like the right altcoins, you guys probably would have gotten some pretty good multiples. So let me know if you guys actually did. Give me a comment in the comment box. I had a small bag in some of the altcoins on KuCoin and made some pretty good multiples, but nothing of significant size in portfolio, right? So right now, like I said, looking forward to the next bull market. That's what's keeping me motivated and just really making use of my free time, right? So it could get pretty boring between now and then, but at least in terms of the market, but otherwise, making use of my free time and just continuously to improve on my own skills, right? Especially with the economy that's pretty shitty right now, so it's more motivation to uh just do better because you don't want to fall behind, right? I could talk more about the economy going forward too if you guys want, but right now let's dive right into the chart and see what's going on. So let's go right into the charts. So here we are with Bitcoin. I've been keeping an eye on this for the past week. I mean, at least I thought, something interesting was gonna happen. It kind of did. The beginning of the week, right? Like I said, if we actually zoom out a lot into like the weekly time frame. All right, my picture's blocking us. If we actually take a look into the 3-day and the weekly time frame, we are basically at some major moving averages, which is the 3-day 21 and the weekly 21 SMA, which are the blue lines here. And then on top of that, we do have a fallen wedge pattern, right? Which usually breaks to the upside. Not absolutely, but usually. Which it did. We had this huge green candle right here on August 1st, 2020, on August 1st. And then got rejected basically at the daily 21, the daily 50, the blue and the gray line, right? And then price action looks like it wants to come back to retest this upper trend line of the falling wedge, which would be about 28.5K, right? Now, if price action does break back into that pattern, then in my opinion, this pattern is invalidated. If it breaks back with a daily candle close, in my opinion, then this pattern's invalidated. And that basically would tell me, and it would be really bad to see if Bitcoin actually closes below the 3-day 21 and the weekly 21. But we do have quite a few major moving averages coming up to the price action as well. So that could be working as support. I do have leverage positions open on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I do have some altcoins as well. So this is something I'm keeping an eye out on. I am long on Bitcoin and Ethereum and quite a bit of altcoins. So what I'm thinking is my sell signal is, if Bitcoin actually, closes back below the weekly 200, then that'll be a sell signal I'm strongly considering. Okay, let's just say that nothing's absolute. The situation changes, right? And it depends on how much money you have in the markets, right? If I could stand the loss, then then I will probably be okay with that. Even though it has fallen quite significantly. But we do have quite a bit of moving averages below us. And that's not financial advice. Do your own homework, right? Everyone's situation is different. So that's my tentative sell signal. Looking at the S&P, which it's usually correlated with Bitcoin in the longer run. What I'm seeing is, it's in a rising channel, and if it breaks out of this 4,500 point here, which would tell me that it's broken out of this rising channel, which is usually bearish, right? Then it could come down to the daily 50 MA. That is the moving average I'm seeing on the daily time frame here. That's the next level of support. Right. So that's really what I'm looking at. Pretty slow moving price action on the lower time frames here. I do see that there's been quite a bit of double bottoms already on the hourly time frame, right? We still have a possible double bottom scenario on the 4-hour time frame, which closes in about an hour from the time of making this video. And then there's possible bullish divergence as well. So something to be keeping an eye out on, but definitely not a good sign in the short term if the price action breaks back into this falling wedge pattern. So that basically wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.